Shri Sai Ram. Offering our most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet. Today indeed is a day of conviction for the entire world to know that Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba may not be in his physical form, but in his omnipresent form. He is definitely here today. And the proof of the pudding lies in eating it, as I say, and that is this magnitude of people sitting here today. From 7:30 in the morning, it's now 10:30, and not one person has moved. This used to happen only when Swami's physical form was here. But if this is happening now, Bhagwan's omnipresence is definitely there all times. Dear brothers and sisters, I say this because I'm the last speaker today. And I know your predicament. And I'm praying to Bhagwan, please be there, because if you go, none of them will be here to listen to me. So if that's the situation, I must say happy birthday today. And as Dr. Reddy rightly mentioned, Bhagwan is going to say, you be happy, I'm always happy. And therefore, Dr. Reddy, we do believe in the Sai organization internationally and in India, that the Sai organization is an organization of happy people, because only happy people can make people happy. Sad people cannot make people happy. And that is the dimension of the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization. Dear Bhagwan, with your permission, I'd like to acknowledge today the great contribution of all the office bearers of the Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization, the world organization. And when I say the world organization, India is included, because without India, there is no world. And therefore, we are one together with Dr. Reddy and myself. I want to recognize the contribution of all the zonal chairs all over the world, all the office bearers of the Sathya Sai World Organization, our state presidents, vice presidents, national coordinators, district presidents, and Samiti conveners. Dear brothers and sisters who man the Sai organization, it is you who is the strength of Bhagwan, and through you, Bhagwan lives his message of love throughout the world in every corner. So greetings to all of you, and I acknowledge all your contribution to the great mission of Sai. Dear brothers and sisters, we talk of reporting the work of the Sai organization, and I find a fallacy there. The fallacy is very obvious. How can you report what you do? Because you really don't do anything. Everything that is done by Bhagwan. So how do you report to Bhagwan what Bhagwan has done is a big challenge for every reporting of the Sai organization. Because the very purpose, can I give you statistics? Can I give you how many camps, how many people worked, how many villages touched, how many people were cured? It's impossible. Because any statistics that I give you will not be the correct statistics. It will always be deficit in the reality of the work that is happening at the ground by millions and millions of devotees all over the world. In fact, according to me, the real reporting should be, at the end of every year, how many people have really transformed by the love of Bhagwan, and how many people have put into practice his message. If this one-line reporting is done, we've conquered the world and the mission will succeed, is my firm belief. The Sai organization has realized, and every devotee realizes, that Bhagwan in his sojourn of more than 8 decades has touched the heart of every human being, every plant, and every animal on the face of this earth. But unfortunately, the world is full of fear, and everybody is down in their cocoons. You've heard of the Touch Me Not plant. It was a great scientist, Jagdish Chandra Bose, who had the great privilege that every time anybody else who went to the Touch Me Not plant, the plant would just close down. And every time that Jagdish Chandra Bose went there, the plant would remain open and not close. The theory was love, because every time Jagdish Chandra Bose went there, he would say, "Dear plant, I love you. I love you unconditionally, you're so beautiful." And the plant responded that every time he went, he would remain open and not close. Dear brothers and sisters, in the entire world today, take any country, any place, people are scared. People don't know what love is. People want to preserve their own little happiness and peace, but they don't know who's going to snatch it from him. It is only when a truly dedicated Sai devotee goes to them and touches them, that the bud of love opens in their heart and the great flower of Satya Sai manifests in the hearts of people. And that is the secret of the Sai organization. And that is the beauty of the Sai organization. We want to continue this. We want to touch people by their hearts. We don't want institutions that can reflect Swami's glory only. Institutions are great inspirations. But the reality lies in each one of us sitting here and watching these great celebrations from all the corners of the world. It is the duty of each one of us sitting here and all over the world that this is a mission of one touching the heart of the other, and it grows. Many times we've seen in the Sai Kulwant hall that people light lamps, and suddenly at the end of the Aarti, the whole thing is lit up. Each one has lit his own lamp, and the whole Sai Kulwant hall lights up in the great grandeur of beauty of lights. And that is the saga of the Sai organization. Wherever in the world we go, Swami is already there. Swami has done his work. What we are really doing is touching the hearts of people, joining the dots to see the larger picture of the Virat Swarup that Swami has already created. I don't want to report on what happens in India, but let me take you to a Bharat Darshan very quickly. From the time that we've been traveling all over India, Dr. Reddy, surely you do all over the world, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Bengal, there is not a single district, there is not a single village which has not been touched by the love of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, is a mandate that we are trying to see. You go to Srinagar in the north in Kashmir, 7 ambulances are torched in riots, but the Satya Sai ambulance goes on doing its work without any damage in the valley of Kashmir, as you see in the north. Come down to Himachal Pradesh. Such beautiful people that every home you go is a Sai home, and every person is a member of the Sai organization. The amount of work they do, the school that runs there is a beautiful sight. Come to Delhi and the International Center, and to Delhi goes the credit of creating a lovely youth program called Life is a Challenge Played, which we wish to unfold in the next 10 years in the country of India. You come to Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is the place where the river Ganges flows. And just recently, the Satya Sai Ghat has been inaugurated as a part of a series of monuments that have been created in India wherever Swami has set this forth. The Satya Sai Ghat is a lovely example of what Swami's Sankalp can be. And all are invited to go and see what happens there. In Badrinath, Kedarnath, the Sai organization has already determined to set up the first Narayan Seva Kendra for all devotees of all over the world who come to Badrinath for 6 months. The Sai organization will feed each one of them on all the 6 months that Badrinath and Kedarnath is open. You come to Bengal, you come to Howrah. On Howrah station, young children are waiting for the Sevadal volunteers to come and help them, teach them, feed them, and tell them stories. That is the story of Howrah station. You go to Manipur. You see the mandir which is coming up in Mandir in the name of Sai is a mind-boggling architectural marvel that is happening in Manipur. And I tell you, it is the women of Manipur who out of their own pocket money, collected money and have bought 20 acres of land where the most beautiful Sai center is going to come up in the state of Manipur. We went to Haryana. Go into Haryana and we went into a small hamlet of villages called Babain. And in that entire village of Babain, the maximum number of Sevadal that come from Haryana come from that group of villages in Babain, which is the rice bowl of the north of India. And there was a lady 80 years old there who stood up and told me, "Sir, jab tak main zinda hoon, tab tak main Prashanti Seva mein jaungi." This is the glory of Haryana we should go to see. Come to Punjab. The Punjab are brilliant guys, they are brave guys. When there was firing going on in Srinagar, I had the whole Punjab Sevadal come with us to Srinagar, irrespective and without getting scared of anybody. In fact, the armed forces in Srinagar, the police in Srinagar was scared to escort us in the villages that we were going, which are all hardcore terrorist areas. It was our Sevadal who told them, as long as there is a scarf in my neck, don't worry, God will save you also. Come on, let's go inside. And this is the bravado of the Sevadal that goes down from this situation. Come to Rajasthan. Come to Rajasthan, I'll tell you a story of Rajasthan. We went to a village in the district of Chittorgarh, a small village called Ochri. And what do we see? 1,000 villagers, all Baba devotees, giving us a welcome. We wanted to go there and tell them about Baba, but we learned more about Baba from them and came back, and we had to declare that village as a samiti immediately on the spot because they were brilliant at what they were doing. See a Sathya Sai school in a place called Sanjaria next to Jaipur. The school is so brilliant and so full of Sai love that we had to declare that also as a samiti when we went there. In fact, my vice president, myself, we are going there declaring samitis everywhere. And wherever we go, we find that this deserves to be a samiti, and we do that. Come to Gujarat. Navsari recently, the collector and the authorities went to they went and felicitated all our Seva Dal because they succeeded in making a whole village completely free of liquor and completely free of all vices. The entire village came to thank Bhagwan, and this officer was saying, only Sathya Sai Baba can do this, nobody else can do this in as far as concerned. Come to Maharashtra. The biggest incidence of malnutrition ever existing in the face of this earth is in the place called Melghat. And the Seva Dal volunteers of Maharashtra, they go to Melghat regularly, and the collector has put his fingers in his mouth. My God, what you guys are doing is unbelievable in trying to ensure that Melghat gets cured of completely. The Sai protein food, 5 collectors certified that Bhagwan Sai protein food is the best solution for malnutrition in India, and we have a lot of it which we haven't reckoned with right now. Come back into Andhra Pradesh, in Telangana. The other day I met 2 young boys, and they took me to a whole group of people who come from 200 odd villages in the mountains, the tribal villages. And you should have seen the energy when I went in the shed. They were staying there. I thought the whole shed will collapse with the energy which they had. There were 1,300 of them who could shake the entire Prashanti Nilayam. And they have come here with only one love of Bhagwan. And what the Seva Dal of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana has done is mind-boggling. This is the way Bhagwan is already working through everybody. Come down to Telangana, come down to Tamil Nadu. When the floods happened, and I happened to go there as the first assignment after the All India President, when I went there, the kind of response that the people, the beneficiaries who received the love from our Seva Dal was amazing. When they said that we haven't seen Allah, but these Seva Dal volunteers, our Allah, and we pray to them what is happening and what is essential. And ultimately, I must tell the Honorable Speaker from Sikkim who is here, and the Minister for Roads, Mr. Gurung, and Arjun Gatani, that Sikkim is a beautiful place and a resplendent star state of the Sai organization in the country. And everyone, and I'm sure, including your Chief Minister who is a devotee of Bhagwan, look at that. There is a place in Sikkim right on the top of the mountains. It's called Dharamdin. If any of you get a chance to go there, I went there 15, 20 years ago. And it is said that from there, heaven is closest. There is a ladder, you can go straight up from Dharamdin. And that temple is so beautifully built that it is a sight for the heavens to see the beautiful temple which has been constructed there. And we recognize the love. We have many, many students from your state who have passed out from the university. And they are all there in your government. And we are proud that our own Seva Dal volunteer, Shri Arjun Gatani, is now the Minister of Health. And I'm sure that's going to take a long way in that situation. I'll tell you what Bhagwan can do. Bhagwan can make a man so humble despite his position, and the example is Dr. Gurung here who's sitting here. He is a minister for roads. Now imagine what a minister of roads can do if he's on the road. He can spoil the happiness of everybody else. You've seen that. Many ministers who are ministers of road, if they go on the road, everybody is blocked, he alone is moving. But when we went with my entire national team of 15 people, we got stuck on a small, because Sikkim is small roads up the mountains. And a particular place we got stuck, we were going to Darjeeling. And what do we find? There is one man on a narrow road with two cars going, controlling the entire traffic and seeing that everybody moves. And who was that? The Minister of Roads, Mr. Gurung, who was acting as a policeman there. Look at the power of Kerala. Youth. Such number of youth from Kerala who have come, unimaginable power of the youth that has been come up in Kerala, and that darshan is for all of us to see when Bhagwan was there, and Brother Mukundan is to bring so many young people here. The power of youth is so fantastic. Tirumala Center coming to the Sathya Sai organization and telling him, sir, my God has, please send your Seva Dal to train our Seva Dal how to do duty in Tirumala. This is the power of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. What do we dream in this circumstance? What do we plan in this circumstance? Brothers and sisters, we can plan only one thing. In the next 10 years, when we lead on to the centenary of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba's love, love is the only thing. And here, please let us understand, the Sathya Sai organization is very unique. We don't expect people to come to the Sathya Sai organization. The organization goes to people. And when more and more people join, the organization expands. And everybody has the freedom to do what Bhagwan has told us to do. The best part for all to know is the Sathya Sai Seva organization's mandate and rules and regulations have been given very simply by Bhagwan. Bhajan, Nagar Sankirtan, study circle, and Seva. And Seva also in a most beautiful way, that everybody can participate. There is no entrance exam, there is no entrance test, there is no membership. Anybody who wants to follow Bhagwan's message and realize how Bhagwan is doing work, our goal is only one. Whoever works in the Sai organization works with only one motto. Every time you work, have you seen Bhagwan doing this for you and giving you the credit? If the answer is yes, that mission is successful. If the answer is no, however great that mission may be, it is a failure as far as the Sai organization is concerned. And that's the situation there is. Some initiatives that we've taken for the centenary celebrations. The first decision we've taken is we will stick to what Bhagwan has said and we will never debate what Bhagwan has said. That's the first decision that we've taken. We'll never digress from the path that Bhagwan has showed down and we'll strictly stick to that. And the path that Bhagwan has shown is self-transformation. Brothers and sisters, you cannot say you love Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba if you don't love mankind. If you have the slightest hurt or ego or difference with another man, you are not the guy whom Bhagwan would love to have him as a devotee. It is our bounden duty to love everyone. Unity, as Dr. Narendra Reddy mentioned, is the way of life. There is no division in the Sai organization. In fact, I remember Mr. Chakravarti telling me a few months ago, let us imagine of a Sai organization which is completely borderless of any no borders in the Sai organization is the vision that we need to achieve by the 100th birthday of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. This year, on 23rd November, as we sit here today in India, throughout the length and breadth of the country, every devotee is celebrating Bhagwan's birthday in his own home. As Doctor mentioned, that you cannot go out and celebrate Bhagwan's birthday when you cannot celebrate it in your own home. If your brother, your sister, your mother, your cousin, your mother-in-law, your daughter-in-law cannot join you together in the celebration of Swami at home, then you are not the ideal Swami family. We all know, when the entire family came to Bhagwan and Bhagwan was sitting with them, he used to close his eyes and go, very happy. Pura ghar family Sai devotee, whole family Sai devotee. That is the mission, because Bhagwan wanted to build a society which has the unit of society as a family, not as an individual. And this is for the whole world to understand. All those individualistic people must understand that if you want to love Bhagwan, you have to create that lovely family, much together, and the family together is what we want. So henceforth, every 23rd of November in India, every devotee, whether he is a member of the organization or not, will celebrate Bhagwan's birthday in his home with his family. Is a decision that we've taken throughout the length and breadth of this country henceforth. Every neighbor must know that there is, what is happening in your house is Baba's birthday. You don't know, come to know, there is Baba's birthday. That is the mandate that we're trying to take. Every 2nd October to 20th October, henceforth in India, will be the cleanliness drive throughout the length and breadth of this country. I tell you, brothers and sisters, this year, on the program of Swachhata Se Divyata Tak, the amount of man hours that have been clocked throughout the length and breadth of this country is unimaginable. More than, I think, 22 lakh man hours have been spent by people to clean various places throughout the length and breadth of this country. And all this is available to you on the website of the Sai organization, SSSSOindia.org. It's an amazing story. What is the secret? That we've given a chance for everybody to participate in the Sai organization. We've given a chance to everybody to do their own, wherever they are in their own situation, we've given them a chance to participate. And that's going to be the philosophy for the next 10 years, giving more and more people a chance to participate. So family sadhana on one side, the 2nd October to 20th October, the cleanliness of the body, mind and soul, and 1 month before the Aradhana Mahotsam, as Dr. Reddy was mentioning, as he's doing, 1 month before the Aradhana Mahotsam, every year, every devotee, irrespective, Sai organization member or not, will participate in a month of giving and forgiving, when throughout that whole month, he or she will practice and transform himself or herself. Brothers and sisters, India is a place of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba in his physical form. He has traveled the length and breadth of this country. The Sai organization in India has determined now that in the next 10 years' time, in every place that Bhagwan has visited in India, there will be a monument to commemorate his visit to that place, so that for posterity, it will remain forever that Bhagwan has traveled to this place. The first has been started in Rishikesh. We're setting up one in Badrinath. The third in Allahabad, where Bhagwan went. We are asking, the Himachal is already putting up a monument on the ridge of Shimla. We're asking Gujarat to put it up in Somnath. We're asking Maharashtra to put it up in Pandharpur, Sholapur, all the places the Mahalakshmi Mandir, the Swami went, would be a mandate. Like down south in Kanyakumari also, to commemorate his visit there. Somewhere in Nagarkoil, I think Ramani sir is helping us to ensure that we do that. Andhra Pradesh is going to see that. Because in 4 centers of India, Bhagwan's most beautiful message of Nam Smarana is going to be institutionalized into annual Nam Sankirtan Sammelans, one on the banks of the Rishikesh Ghats, Ganga, other on the Somnath temple, down south in the Godavari River. On the west, I think I'm waiting for instructions from my West Bengal state president to tell me which is the most appropriate place to start the Nam Sankirtan Sammelan, where young men and women who follow the path of Nam Smarana as laid down by Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba will have an opportunity to come and sing there and sing the glory of Swami in the Nine Sing. I was very happy that the youth and the young alumni of the institute were the first to perform in Rishikesh, and they did such a beautiful job that even the doyen Anup Jalota, who was sitting there, tells me, "Iske baad main kya gaunga?" You know, what will I sing after these boys? They are so brilliant that there is nothing for me to sing. But I said, now that you've charged us little money, please go ahead and sing, because there is no way not to get out of that, you see. So anyway, you suffer the pang of singing after my brilliant students who sang there, and you suffer that pang. In short, brothers and sisters, we have 2 more things that we want to do and tell the whole world. Don't hide your faith for Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. And this is especially to all the celebrities of the world who came and had the grace of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba here. Be bold enough that you came here and tell the world that Bhagwan changed you. And we are going to ensure that we are putting a whole media team to go behind all these celebrities. Please record, or we'll strike your name off of the guys that you ever came to Bhagwan. Because it is their bounden duty to pay back gratitude to Bhagwan when they came and sat here on the porticos and had their thing to come back. And therefore, my entire team in Hyderabad is making 60-second and 90-second clippings of all the celebrities that they will record and ensure that it goes all right. Gopi? Right? Yes or no? Okay, fine. It's time to come for people to be frank and honest that they are devotees of Bhagwan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, not hide. Right, Mr. Chakravarti? I don't think we should allow them to do that anymore. So that is the situation. So we're going to push that agenda so that people should, synergies must build. This is not an organization where we build energy, we build synergies. Because people, the more we come together, the more we are on the field. And ultimately, knowing that the time is running out and before I get a chit to stop, and that's a very embarrassing thing to do, but I will close this prayer to Bhagwan, that Bhagwan, only thing we want to know is, wherever you use us, please give us the experience that you did it and we did not. Because this is the only salvation which will bring us to your divine lotus feet. And that is a prayer at the divine lotus feet. Brothers and sisters, one commitment as a birthday gift to Bhagwan. What can we give him? Nothing. But one thing we can give him, a promise that Bhagwan, from today onwards till the last breath, will always be happy, will always be at peace, and we will not let anybody snatch this happiness and peace from us, whether it's a husband or a wife or a child. Nobody can snatch this peace from us. Is a commitment that we want to make to Bhagwan. So let us keep eyes full of love. Let us keep our words full of sweetness, and let us keep Swami in our heart. And then the royal road to his divine lotus feet will always be there. Thank you, Bhagwan, for staying there and letting everybody sit till I finish. Jai Sai Ram.